Hey guys, what's up? Chris Blum here with another video, and today I wanted to do a quick and unscripted conversation on a topic I've discussed in a few previous videos, which is that of a tenant improvement allowance. So a tenant improvement allowance is a sum of money that a landlord gives to a tenant in order to improve their space. Generally, it's for improvements or construction on the actual space, although the question I do sometimes get is, could it be used for furniture or equipment? And the answer is that it is negotiable, so you may be able to do this, but you'll have to request this or ask permission for this specifically. Generally, landlords want it spent on construction on the actual space, as these improvements will retain some value for the landlord down the line. Typically, it's structured to where the landlord will pay it up front and is given in a per square foot amount. So $20 a square foot, let's say you're renting 1,000 square feet, you would get $20,000 to spend improving the space. On the flip side, sometimes a landlord will give, and it's worth asking for, a build to suit, or the landlord will cover any and all costs to build out certain agreed upon improvements. So let's say the tenant wants 3 new offices, carpet and paint, and a conference room, and they want this built out. They may just request that the landlord takes all of these improvements and covers the cost, versus a tenant improvement allowance where they may be liable for any overages if construction goes beyond that per square foot amount that the landlord gave. This brings up another point, which is that tenants can choose whether or not they want to oversee the construction and use their own team. But generally speaking, I recommend, at least for smaller tenants, that you let the landlord take on these improvements. Generally, their contractor will already be familiar with the space and can therefore offer lower pricing. It can also just be a headache for companies that are not familiar with the construction landscape and that want to focus on their business instead of the improvements. One final point I would make, again, as with all things in real estate, a tenant improvement allowance cannot always be compared directly to another one that's given. For example, let's say 2 landlords offer you $20 per square foot, but one landlord has already spent $100 building out the space, building in offices, improving the infrastructure. Maybe that's redoing the lighting to where it's code compliant, or new LED lighting that's brighter, and the other landlord hasn't done anything to the space in 20 years. Obviously, those 2 tenant improvement allowances are going to be vastly different in what they can accomplish. So I hope this quick video was informational. As always, if you're enjoying, please consider subscribing and let me know what questions you have in the comments below.